Hallonbullar now, which is Scandinavian raspberry buns, where it's cardamom buns filled with raspberries and almond. So let's go and roll out the dough first, and then I'll show you how to do the filling. So this dough is pretty sticky, so make sure you flour your work surface in your dough. We want to roll a square. Keep flipping your dough over and making sure that it has some flour on it. It shouldn't stick to the counter or your rolling pin. So keep it moving. All right. Now we're going to do the filling. So as I was saying before, the filling is kind of like the inside of an almond croissant. It's made of sugar and powdered sugar, egg whites, and of course almond flour, almond meal. And you're going to spread that on our pastry. So we're going to spread it on. I like to use my dough scraper. It's got a big surface area. We're going to fold our dough in half. Unlike the other buns where we fold it in thirds, this guy we're going to fold in half because we're going to put some raspberries in there and they're pretty chunky. And if we try and do really intricate folds, it becomes really difficult to keep everything contained. Okay, now we're going to put some raspberries on this. You can use other berries too, but I love raspberries and almonds. You can use fresh raspberries, but they're not always in season everywhere. You can't always get them, and they can be pretty expensive. So frozen raspberries are available pretty much anywhere all year round. So I like to use those. Just make sure they're still frozen when you put them in your buns. Just give it a little bit more time because they'll be cold. So now what we're going to do is fold our dough in half. So I'm going to take the scraper, and I'm going to fold it like that. Yep. It'll be nice and lumpy now. Let's roll it out a little bit so it's even and smooth. Okay. So we're going to make 12 buns out of this dough. So we need to cut it into 12 pieces, or 12 slices. Or actually, let me cut the ends off first. I like to cut the ends off because it just makes the buns a little bit neater and easier to portion. So they're all the same size. That's about 12. All right, let's start with this one here. We want to stretch it out a little bit, so let's let gravity do some work here. And we twist it. And then we make a little snail shell. Spin it around and put the end underneath. So let's do that again. Take another piece, twist it. There we go. So here's how the 12 buns turned out. This is what it'll look like. This is the scrap. So now what we need to do is let them rise covered under a piece of plastic wrap. And then when they're ready to bake, we'll brush them with some egg wash and put them in the oven. And that's it.